If government does less, those government functions will need to be fulfilled in the free enterprise system, which means it's taking it from taxes supporting it to people paying for services directly. This is a reform called 70% democracy, and it is increasing the representative percentage to make law, which means hopefully that would mean less things are done in government, more things are done in the free enterprise system. There's a lot to go through on this. I have a full system to make sure things still do happen. Certain things are constitutionally required to happen. So let's keep on going. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. A lot of work on my website on this issue. A lot of explanations and a lot of different videos. So a lower tax rate means diminished disincentive to engage in taxable activity. The whole Laffer curve issue. If you have a 20% tax rate versus a 30% tax rate, you have less disincentive because 30%, are you going to work that next hour or not of overtime when they take an extra 10% of your income? So that type of thing. So there's always a percentage of your taxes going up that will stop you from working that next hour of overtime. Taxable activity in our economy is highly beneficial because trade is highly beneficial. It allows for the division of labor, better expertise, better quality, more big equipment that can be highly productive in making goods and services. So let's keep on going. Doing these government functions in the free enterprise system means people are paying for the services with a choice of multiple providers. So when you have multiple providers of government services, you will have more efficiency, productivity, because you are paying for what you're getting. They want to make a profit, they want to make a living as well, and you want better services. And when there's competition for, let's say, DMV type of services, people don't want to wait 3-4 hours. They want to have an appointment, or they want to have a lower line. They hire more people, whatever the case may be, and they get a nicer, user-friendly type of person to provide those services. So let's keep on going on. Multiple providers means less waste, more productivity, more accountable, more accessible, or the customers will switch their services. Now, if you want to stay with a low cost and want to forego timely services and less window of services or longer wait times, you can, and some people will, but it allows people to buy a little bit better services, more accessible and accountable. Okay, we're going to do this per sector of the economy. So what can be moved into the free enterprise system? Here's 30 areas of government. I want all welfare to go away, so it'll go through charity system. I have a structured system where there's some mandatory donations, so it's not necessarily charity anymore, it's mandatory donations. That's part of it. But when you have a choice of charitable organizations and systems to go through, it's structured, but that allows a lot more choices, a lot more productivity in the life. Same thing with the military, same thing with law enforcement and the prisons and the courts. We're going to have choices. Healthcare regulations and stuff, you're going to have a set of regulations, let's say 12 different sets. You could choose which one you're under. Banking regulations, the same thing. All these manufacturings and food and different things, we have regulations in each one of those. Those are services. You could pick some of those services that you want. It still has to be done in the free enterprise system if it's not done by government, and that's what we're looking for. That's what competitive governance is. Competitive governance, in my opinion, is free enterprise because you have choices of doing those services. So you can look at the rest of this from roads to land and water, who owns what, environment, identity. Identity is personal and business, and that is dealing with what type of corporations you have, dealing with your IDs, dealing with licenses, and there's a lot there. Ownership is a huge one in the identity one. So there's a lot of services that you can do. I just want it done in the free enterprise system more. And yeah, there's oversight, there's structure, but it will allow more free enterprise benefits to go into that. Okay, a lot more to see at Haley2024.org. Until the next video.